Hello and welcome back to Tiny Artist TV. Today we are working on day 9 of our 12 days of DnDecember. Getting really close to the end here. So let's go ahead and find out how many rolls it's going to take us to actually get today's prompt. So let's see, number 13, so our race is a goblin, and let's see, oh, we actually got one on the first roll. So we're doing a goblin barbarian. This is going to be so cute.
So typically barbarian type characters are obviously a little bit stronger than your typical humanoid or typical player character. So doing a goblin barbarian, I had to give them weapons or at least like a physique that made them believable in a goblinoid sense, but still work with them being a barbarian. So I mostly do that with the clothing choice and the weapon choice. But I do kind of make a point that he's still so small that his main bludgeoning weapon still has to be held with both hands because he's just so tiny. And then he has a couple of other little goblin type weapons, like the sash around him in his quiver. It's actually a bunch of sticks, just really sharp sticks. It's not even arrows, because goblins have this kind of like lore about them that they like collecting like pointy things or shiny things or just like really weird little trinkets. So I do give him a nice dagger, but he also has those like goblin features, like a necklace of teeth that he's collected from things that he's beaten. He's got patches in his clothing and patches in on the quiver of sticks, and that's the main thing. It's just adding a little bit of humor to this. And this little guy is just gung-ho, and he's out there trying to be the best barbarian that he can be. All 3.5 feet of him. I can relate to this guy though. Small and angry. Right there with you. I didn't do too much with this one besides just doing the line art and the coloring, mainly because I was super exhausted after this weekend, and so I actually spent most of my time that I would be making this video. I was doing some other things. I was editing the next chapter of Insomniacs. For those of you that are interested in reading it, it's up on somnolux.com. It's up to chapter 16 at this point. But anyway, so I was editing that this morning instead of working on this. So I basically spent most of my time right after I came home from work, which was an hour before uploading this video, finishing this sketch. So at this point, I just want to get this done, even though, like most of the characters I've done, I really do like this character and would think about adding him as an NPC or like just a cute recurring, maybe like a little pest, like you know those little anime nemesis that are like small and they're just like, fight me, but they're not actually very threatening, that kind of character build. So pretty much, of course, doing what I always do, just selecting the invert, coloring in the areas that need it. I didn't even do any like shading or highlights with this one. I did use a textured brush to do the background, which was, oh, what brush did I use? I don't even remember what brush I used. I'm so tired right now, guys. But anyway, just to give it a little more interest, simply because I didn't do anything drastic with it, like highlighting or shading. So, yeah. So we have come to the end of today's DnDecember. This one was a really short video, no pun intended, but I will see you guys tomorrow for day 10. In the meantime, have a weird day.